Hello internet, my name's Catherine. I'm using a different lens today because I like this lens and I never really get to use it, but this means my camera has to be a lot further away from me. So if you can't hear me that well, sorry. Today I'm going to be talking about manipulative people. I have dealt with a good share of manipulative people in my life, and a lot of the people who I love a lot have dealt with a lot of manipulative people, and it's just something that really aggravates me and something that's really not fair. So I'm going to be talking to you guys a little bit about manipulative people and the way that they work and how you can avoid manipulative people and get them out of your life, because you don't deserve that. Manipulative people are very hard to detect because a lot of the times they will act like they love you the most, which is how that's so difficult, because sometimes you really do love people in your life who are just manipulative and not good for you, because they will try to make you feel like you need them. Manipulative people try to make you feel guilty. They try to make you feel bad. If you don't want to spend time with them, or you don't want to hang out with them, or whatever it is, they will try to guilt you into feeling like you should. Be like, oh, you know, I love you so much and I made all this time for you and I did this for you and you can't even do this for me. But no, it's fine, it's okay. Manipulative people work in that type of a way. Manipulative people also never take the blame for things. They will fault you and blame you for everything, even something that is their fault, and never accept the fact that maybe they did something wrong. They will claim that they love you. They'll claim that they are acting as a way that they should because they love you so much, or they'll use the fact that they love you to justify some of the bad things that they've done. If they've cut certain people off or asked you to cut certain people off or whatever it is, they'll say, you know, it's just because I love you so much. I don't know how to do this because I just love you so much. It's words like that and phrases like that and things like that that manipulative people do that make you feel so bad. It leaves you with like a sinking feeling, and it becomes very difficult to cut manipulative people off because of the fact that they make it seem like they rely on you, like they need you, and also like you need them, like it's a codependent relationship, which you really do not want. Another thing that manipulative people will often say is, you've changed. This is again them flipping a scenario back onto you. So if you've expressed your emotions about feeling one way or having an issue with something that somebody has done, a lot of the times people will say, you've changed. And they will never provide evidence for any of the things that they say. Manipulative people use a lot of emotions but very little facts. They're never going to recall a certain instance, or they're just going to recall one very specific instance and bring it up over and over and over again. But it's all going to be a very emotional thing and not something that's actually factually based. The phrase, you've changed, is something that manipulative people will use to try to turn that blame back around on you. And instead of them maybe doing something wrong, no, they've been doing the same thing the whole time. You've just changed. And they'll make that seem like it's a bad thing. As human beings, we are constantly changing and evolving, and isn't that such a good thing? I would hate to be the same person that I was when I was 3 years old, when I was like ignorant and didn't know anything because I was 3. Like, of course I'm changing, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. And if you're trying to separate yourself from manipulative people, they'll often use that phrase, oh, you've changed, this whole thing. They will never accept the fact that they could possibly be the reason that this relationship, no matter whether it's romantic or platonic, isn't working out. And it's interesting. It's so interesting that they say that, because if you didn't want to be separate from them, if you decided, you know what, you're right, I actually do want to continue this friendship, or I do want to continue this relationship, they would take you back like that. So like, have you really changed? No. You've maybe just become more aware of things that you don't like, of things that you don't accept, of behavior that you don't put up with anymore. Whenever somebody says you've changed, a lot of the times you haven't changed in a negative way. You've just become stronger and more able to realize the things that you don't like in the way that you're being treated. And please know always that you have a right to stand up for the way that you should be treated, and that nobody should have to feel this way. Nobody should have to feel guilty for their relationships or upset or devastated. You don't have to feel that way. You do not deserve to be manipulated. You do not need to put up with being manipulated. And sometimes it's very hard to accept the fact that we're being manipulated, because we like to assume that that would never happen to us, that these people who are in our lives, we know them better than that, but a lot of the times we don't. So if you think you might be dealing with a person who is manipulative, please know that you don't have to deal with it, and you don't deserve to deal with it. No matter how bad they make you feel, no matter how much they try to guilt trip you into staying with them or whatever it is, please know that you do not need to put up with it. So this is when you have to assess the situation and figure out what to do next. You can express your emotions, but again, manipulative people will like to take emotions and turn them around and flip things onto you. But try expressing your emotions and talk to them about the way that they're treating you and the way that this relationship is going. If they continue to be manipulative and persistent, a lot of manipulative people will harass people, not sexually or physically, but a lot of the times they will constantly text you or call you or just like be somewhere in your online presence, so that you kind of feel like you can't get away from them. Know that you can block them. You can cut ties with people in your life who are a negative impact on you. You don't need to be a part of any relationship. You don't owe anybody anything, because they were a fully functioning human being before they had you in their lives, and they will continue to be if it's unhealthy for you to stay in that relationship. Do not be afraid to express how you feel and to validate your emotions and to stand up for yourself, because that is exactly what you should be doing in situations like this. I obviously am not a professional, and nor do I know exactly how to deal with situations like this. But recently, a good many people who I really care for have been dealing with a lot of manipulative people, and I just wanted to make a video kind of expressing the signs of somebody that's manipulative and how to deal with that, because I know that can be a very difficult thing to go through. Anyways, that was my video. They're not usually this intense, but if you liked it, please give it a thumbs up down below. I make new videos every single Saturday, and I would love to have you guys. I hope you have a great day, and I love you so much. Bye!